Hey guys, really nice to be with another WWE prediction video. This time it's WrestleMania 38. So, we have got a lot of matches on this card. Obviously it's over 2 nights. So I'm not going to get into great detail on the throwaway matches, and there's a lot of throwaway matches. So, we'll get into detail on the bigger main event ones, and then we'll just get the prediction out of the way. Maybe a little bit I'll say about it. So, without further ado, we'll jump into it, otherwise it's going to be a 15-minute video. We've got Rey Mysterio and Dominik taking on The Miz and Logan Paul. All the shit that they've done to Rey recently, surely he's going to get his feel-good win at WrestleMania. Plus Logan Paul has no right to be in that ring in the first place. Rey and Dominik to win that one. Drew McIntyre versus Happy Corbin. This is a SmackDown match at best. Shouldn't be on the WrestleMania card. Drew McIntyre deserves better. Drew McIntyre to win. We've also got Xavier Woods and Kofi Kingston versus Sheamus and Ridge Holland. Also a SmackDown or Raw match. Can't remember what the hell that show they're on. I'm going to go with Sheamus and Ridge Holland to win this one. Mainly because, why not? It's a heel tag team. There's not many, well, apart from that, I haven't picked any heels to win yet, so sure, why not? Let's go with them. Then we've got the SmackDown tag team titles. The Usos putting the titles on the line against Shinsuke Nakamura and Rick Boogs. If it had been a different tag team, maybe I would have said the Usos to lose them, but I can see Usos retaining. I don't think it's time for them to drop the titles just yet. So I'm going to go with the Usos to retain. We've got Zelina, Vega and Carmella putting the titles on the line against Sasha Banks and Naomi, Shayna Baszler and Natalya and Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan. I'm going to go with Sasha Banks and Naomi. They've reformed as a tag team recently. I think they're going to give a bit of a run with the titles before Sasha decides to turn on her, as she always does. Sasha and Naomi to win. Then we've got Pat McAfee versus Austin Theory. They've dragged him off the commentary. He's not going to lose. Pat to win. Austin Theory can take the loss. He's still building up. There's no need for him to have to win just yet. So yeah. Then we've got Randy Orton and Riddle versus the Street Profits versus Otis and Chad Gable. Everyone's thinking it's going to be the time where one of them turns on the other one. I think it's going to be another retain so far. I think it'll be a couple of months before someone turns on the other one. So I'm going to go with Randy Orton and Riddle to retain these Raw Tag Team titles. Then we've got Sami Zayn versus Johnny Knoxville. Normally I would have just said Sami Zayn to win, but for some reason it's a no holds barred match. So obviously Jackass Cast are going to get involved. So I'm going with Johnny Knoxville to win that one. Then we've got Omos versus Bobby Lashley. So they made a big deal on Raw, I think just gone, that Omos never knocked off his feet, and then Bobby come out and knocked him off his feet. And he's also going to be his first loss, I think. Bobby's recently, well, he's had an injury, but he's lost his titles repeatedly. The first one wasn't so bad, the second one, he didn't even compete in a match, so he needs a win to get him back on the ladder. This is a big win for him. Omos has very little feud traffic in the WWE, so I think they'll feed him to Bobby Lashley now, give him the big win, let him build back up to another title match. So Bobby Lashley to win that one. Then we've got Edge versus AJ Styles, so this probably will be match of the night or whatever night it's on. I'm expecting big things for this one. Edge obviously recently turned heel. I think I'm going to go with AJ Styles to win this one. They already think big on AJ Styles, giving him the match against Undertaker in his final match. I think this time they'll give him the WrestleMania win. Edge doesn't need it. It can build up to another match later down the line, maybe at Backlash. So yeah, Edge can get his win back. I think AJ Styles needs this big WrestleMania win to get him back in the title picture. So AJ Styles to win this one. Then we've got Kevin Owens versus, possibly, Stone Cold Steve Austin. If it's a match, there's only one way it's going. Stone Cold, resounding win. We don't know if it's going to be a match or not yet, or just Kevin Owens showing a beatdown, but if it is a match, I'll go with Stone Cold to win, obviously. They're not going to drag him out of retirement and have him lose. Then we've got Seth Rollins taking on a mystery opponent. I wonder who that could be. I'm going with the mystery opponent to win, which is highly likely to be Cody Rhodes. I'll be surprised if he loses. To be fair, I'll be surprised if he's not there. But either way, I'm going with a mystery opponent to beat Seth. And then we've got Becky Lynch putting the Raw Women's title on the line against Bianca Belair. So obviously Bianca Belair took a squash at SummerSlam. They built her back up. I didn't think they would have done, to be honest with you, after what happened at SummerSlam, but they have built her back up, and I think she will defeat Becky Lynch fairly quickly to gain the Raw Tag Team title. Not even the Raw Women's title even. I don't know why she going against Riddle and Randy Orton, but there you go. So yeah, Bianca Belair to win the Raw Women's title. Then we've got Charlotte Flair putting her SmackDown Women's title on the line against Ronda Rousey. The big deal they made out of it is Charlotte's never tapped. Ronda can't make a tap. So what's going to happen at WrestleMania? Ronda's going to make a tap. Ronda to be the new SmackDown Women's Champion. And then we've got the main event, the Universal title and the WWE title on the line in a unification match, Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns. And on my predictions, I still haven't got an answer. So this is off the top of my head. I genuinely don't know. On one hand, you've got Brock Lesnar doing his best work of his career. Definitely since 2000, early 2000s. Since his return, it's his best work. On the other hand, you've got Roman top of his game. But then again, if Roman doesn't lose this match, who beats him then? Is he going to hold it for another year until he fights The Rock? Not a chance. So with that reason in mind, Brock Lesnar to win. The only reason I'm picking Brock Lesnar is because who else beats Roman if not? There is no one else at the level to beat Roman. So it's either he loses now, or you've booked yourself into a corner and he can never lose. So yeah, Brock Lesnar to win the unified WWE title. Is that what we're calling it? Brock Lesnar to win anyway. So that was my prediction for WrestleMania 38. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please leave a like, favourite, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.